Alright, tech fans and gamers, check this out. This is the Viper V765 mechanical gaming keyboard. As you guys can see from the beginning of the video, this thing looks really nice, and it's also made to last a really long time. It features an aircraft-grade aluminum chassis and a 1.8 meter braided cable. Now, something totally also different about this particular keyboard is it features the first ever DIP LED box switches, which feature lighting effects. And it also comes with the magnetic detachable palm rest, which is really comfortable to set your hands on. Now, the Viper V765 is the first of their keyboard series to feature Kale box switches. Now, this box design protects the overall switch from dust and moisture, which extends the life by quite a while. It actually has a moisture rating of IP56. Now, these particular keyboards on this version are the white click version. Let me tell you, they are very clicky. Me personally, I'm not the kind of person who really likes all the clickety switches, but they do have different versions with different switches. So you can get red, brown, black, and other colors. So if you want a keyboard that's totally silent, you can get one as well. Me personally, I don't like all the clickety stuff, but some people, they do. And if you don't, well, they got a keyboard that doesn't make noise. Now, the white switches on the Viper V765, they feature a 1.8 millimeter actuation distance. Now, this is a light difference from their traditional Kale switches. The bottom of the keyboard is very simple. It simply has the name of the product and the two adjustable stands for adjusting the height level of the keyboard. Also, as you guys can see, this keyboard includes full spectrum RGB, 16.8 million color backlighting, along with easy to use software in which you can customize lighting and macro buttons. But a lot of the features that you can do on the app, you can also do on the keyboard itself. Now, to control the different lighting modes, it's very simple. On the bottom of the keyboard, you'll see there's a little button that looks like a Viper. Now, all you have to do is you push this button, and then F6 through F12 control all of the different lighting features. And there's quite a few of them. They have a rain feature, breathe, and even a static mode. Another cool thing about the Viper V765 is you can actually create your own custom lighting modes. You simply hit the Viper button and then the F12 button, hit the different keys to create the lighting sequences that you like, and then hit the Viper button, F12 again, to save your settings. One thing that gamers are really going to like about this keyboard is that it has 103 programmable macro keys and a 5 profile control key and 14 different light control keys, which means that pretty much you can not only control how you play your games by using those macro keys, you can control every aspect of the way this keyboard operates, the way that it looks, all the different lighting, everything, which pretty much makes it really customizable. Me personally, I like having media control keys on your keyboard because let's just face it, if you're in game and you want to change your volume or anything like that, you really don't want to have to mess with your mouse or anything like that. You have your hands on your keyboard already, so having the switches and controls on your keyboard makes it very convenient. Now, up on the left-hand side, you guys can see there's all the keys for stop, pause, all that type of stuff. And over on the right-hand side, there's a scroll wheel, and this is for controlling your volume. But what's really cool is if you want to mute everything, you simply just click the button and it silences everything. I don't know if you guys have ever been in game and you're just going crazy hitting keys trying to do something and then all of a sudden your keyboard freezes over because you've hit too many keys. I really hate that, but this particular keyboard won't have any problem with that whatsoever because it has N key rollover and 100% anti-ghosting features. While I was gaming, I had no problems using the keyboard whatsoever. Like I said before, my hands are kind of the perfect size for this keyboard. Now, someone who has big, giant hands, they might have a little bit of difficulty with the different keys and pressing too many keys at one time. But for my gaming style and everything, I found it to be just perfect. The keys weren't so far apart that I couldn't hit them, and they weren't so close together that I kept hitting the wrong key over and over again. And throughout the entire gaming experience, my hands were comfortable. I felt no fatigue at all, even after a few hours of gaming. The most important feature though to me is how comfortable a keyboard is when you're using it. And this particular keyboard is very comfortable. I like the palm rest quite a bit because you don't need to add anything to keep your hands feeling like they're not, really uncomfortable and at an angle on the table. I like that quite a bit. All the buttons and everything are very nicely laid out. And I mean, every keyboard is pretty much laid out kind of the same. They're all just a wee bit different. This one for me actually fits my hands. I have medium-sized hands, and for me, this keyboard works out really nice. Another thing that I personally like is the numpad. Some keyboards don't have them whatsoever. They feel, hey, it's a gaming keyboard, I don't need to include this in my design, but I'm really glad it's there. Now, instead of doing a typical unboxing of this particular keyboard, there really wasn't a lot in the box of the Viper 765. You get the keyboard, you get the removable magnetic little palm rest, which I like because that's really cool. It just clicks on and clicks off. You get the key removal tool, so if you want to take any of those little keys out, this makes it easy. Just pop them right out. And then last but not least, you get a little package right here that has some stickers and stuff in it. So not a whole lot of stuff inside the box. Now, I almost at first didn't even really want to do a keyboard review because I feel that in a lot of ways they've just been like done so many times over and over and over again. Because let's just face it, you guys all know keyboards are actually a pretty standard type of thing. And hey, real quick, hey G, hand me that keyboard over there that I brought out down earlier. I want to show you guys something and just talk about something. Now, this here is a mechanical keyboard. It has the new switches on it, and like I said, you can get any type of switch that you particular want to get on this keyboard. So if you want to be silent, only partially clickety-clickety, or really super duper clickety-clickety, you can get it any way that you want it. Now, all the different lighting effects, being able to control them, that's kind of cool. I think RGB has also outdone everything's freaking RGB. My underwear are going to come in RGB. How they're going to have RGB condoms pretty soon, you know? You guys know what I'm saying? Everything's going freaking RGB. It's just crazy. What's important to me, however, are the programmable macro keys. 103 programmable macro keys, which means that pretty much you can do so many different combinations. And for you guys out there who play the games that like to throw spells and all those kind of games, this kind of feature becomes very, very important. For people out there who do first-person shooter stuff, that's probably not going to be all that important. But one thing that's nice too is you can actually set this keyboard so it just shows you the WASD keys, or just show you RGB. You can do all kinds of different stuff. But if you like programming all the keys and having all that macros, well, it's all built into the keyboard. Having all the controls for multimedia, I know they're usually all on the top. And it's on the top, I mean, where else they're going to go? They're not going to go here, and they're not going to go in the back. But at least being on here, I think it's very easy to control stuff. Because if I'm doing stuff, like if I'm typing or anything like that, and I want to change my music, I don't have to go in and click in the program, do all that changing. I want to be able to do it right on my keyboard. So we see the magnetic strip, it loses to Mother Nature and gravity. Mother Nature and gravity pulled it right to the ground. Now, as far as like typing goes, like if you're gonna be sitting here typing forever in a day, I don't think that I would suggest this particular keyboard for typing all day long unless you like hearing. Me, that personally drives me freaking crazy. Now, I give this keyboard though editor's choice for a couple of reasons though. For gamers out there who want full control of their keyboard, that's really cool. Second reason, has a 2-year full warranty, and it's only $89. Now you guys might go, only $89? Come on guys, you guys know that good mechanical keyboards can be anywhere upwards between $150 and $300 depending on the manufacturer. So a solid keyboard with an aluminum grade chassis, solid stuff on it. All of these keys are made so that they keep out dust, they keep out moisture. Like I said, it has an IP56 rating. So all in all, I think the features on this definitely deserve an editor's choice, even though it's not really inventing the wheel, but hey, it's a wheel that really, really works. Now, me personally, before I jump out of here, I want to show you guys something. My favorite keyboard of all time, and I do mean of all time, is this bad boy right here. This is the Cytec, man. It's a membrane keyboard, and I gotta tell you, for playing games, for typing, me personally, I love this keyboard. I wish somebody out there would pick up a design like this and go back to making some keyboards like this. Mechanical keyboards are cool. This is a cool keyboard, but honestly, I love my Eclipse. For more information, we'll have a link down below, so if you guys want to buy one for yourself, you can get one, or even just check out more information or check out some reviews and see what other people have to say about it. We'll have that down there for you. Also, hey, if you're not subbed, hey, make sure you sub if you like what you see, because we'd love to see you guys back here on the channel. Make sure you have notifications turned on. Otherwise, for some reason, it doesn't seem like the people on YouTube let anybody know what's going on anymore. That's it. Also, if you want to support the channel, we have a Patreon site. You can support us for as low as $2 a month, or even recommend trying the Amazon link down below for 30 days free. Peace out. I'm Elric. You've been watching Tech of Tomorrow. Get your game on. Check out the Patriot Viper V765 mechanical keyboard. Laters!